on the way here today as well that, sometimes collaboration, negotiation, working together, all of that could sometimes become quite boring theory. Right? Do you agree? Sometimes it's really, if you have difficulty sleeping, sometimes professor talking about the subject is a very good cure of not being able to sleep. So I was thinking I wanted to talk about something slightly different today. How about that? Money, sex, and power. Okay? And I was just curious for a second if anybody in the room has an interest in either one of those up here. Do you want to begin? Which one is your favorite one? No, it's okay. You don't have to share with us. But you know what I kind of discovered again, regardless what kind of culture I might be in? I have actually discovered that this could be a driver to a lot of human beings on this globe. Isn't that true? Some people are definitely motivated by money. Some people are definitely motivated by power. And I do even find people, even though they don't admit it, that are very motivated by this one as well. And I do meet a lot of people who says, yes, in order to do this one, you need to be very competent in negotiation. And in order to get this one down here, we could always translate power into having your ideas getting through or manipulate other people or make an impact on other people. You definitely need to be able to negotiate. And I do actually meet a lot of married husbands as well who says, yes, in order to get this one, I need to negotiate a lot as well. So I'm pretty fixed and firm on the idea that these could be the main drivers for a lot of people. And in order to achieve this one, whether you like it or not, you need to know and understand the rules of how to negotiate, make an impact, and actually convince other people about your ideas. Okay? Now, simple question to you guys. If you go 20 years back in your life, was life then way more complex, difficult, and impossible to deal with? So what I'm basically saying is, do you feel you have a way easier life today than you did 20 years ago? Or opposite, do you think the world is more complex, more difficult today? How many of you feel the world today is more complex and difficult than 20 years ago? Now, isn't that interesting? I was just asking the same question in Malaysia a couple of days ago. I was asking the same question in the US 2 weeks ago. I was asking the same question in Europe about a month ago. And the majority of everybody I'm speaking in front of is always saying the world is way more difficult today than ever before. Do you know those game shows? They're probably showing the same ones out here. Those game shows where you're giving the wrong answer and this sound comes up, this, do you know that? I think when we as human beings identify that the world seems to be more difficult and complex today than 20 years ago, this sound should go on all around the globe. Because is that development or is that actually one step forward, 5 steps backwards? Guys, is that the purpose of life? To make it more complex